Dear students, welcome to our YouTube channel Vidya for Success. Dear children, is in our last video we studied about how to analyze chemical composition, and there we understood what are the actual procedures followed for analysis of chemical composition, right? So first they will take the tissue, animal tissue or plant tissue, then they will grind it with trichloroacetic acid. As a result, slurry will be obtained, and slurry is strained by using the muslin cloth. So when the grinded slurry is strained, there are two fractions will be obtained, right? So one of the fraction is named as acid soluble pool and another fraction is named as acid insoluble pool. So this is the common procedure used to identify organic compounds present in the living tissue, right? So in order to identify only organic compounds in the living tissue, this procedure should be followed, right? So both the fractions what are obtained after staining consist of organic compounds, right? So based on certain characteristic features, the organic compounds present in both the fractions are divided into two different types. So there are two types of biomolecules are present in the organisms. So some of the biomolecules, they are present in the acid soluble pool, are called as biomicromolecules. So which biomolecules, organic compounds actually present in the acid soluble pool, they are named as biomicromolecules, right? What do you mean by micro? Micro is nothing but small, right? So biomicromolecules, smaller biomolecules, they are present in acid soluble pool, right? And the organic compounds present in the acid insoluble pool are called biomacromolecules. So there are two biomolecules are uh, present in the organism, right? So some of the biomolecules, they are having the smaller weight, they are named as biomicromolecules, and some of the organic compounds which are uh, actually having the larger molecular weight are named as macromolecules. Understood? So where do we have the macromolecules, biomacromolecules? They are present in acid insoluble pool. And biomicromolecules, they are present in acid insoluble pool. The liquid what is get collected in the beaker, that consists of biomicromolecules, and the retentate what is get collected in the cloth, cheesecloth, that consists of biomacromolecules. Then why the biomicromolecules are present in acid soluble pool? Why they are get separated? Why they are present in the acid soluble pool? So first let us study about biomicromolecules. So what is exactly mean by biomicromolecules? Why they are present in acid soluble pool? So biomicromolecules are the organic compounds, right? Carbon containing compounds. Because of this we are calling these molecules as a biomolecules, right? So biomolecules which have molecular weight that is ranges from 18 to 800 Dalton approximately, such a biomolecules are called as biomicromolecules, right? So when we are considering biomolecules as a micromolecules, their molecular weight should be ranges from 18 to 800 Dalton. So the best example of biomicromolecules are amino acids, monosaccharides, water, nucleotides. So these organic compounds, they are having less molecular weight. That means their molecular weight ranges from 18 to 800 Dalton. So that they are called as biomicromolecules. Clear? So what are the procedure they followed in order to analyze the chemical composition? So they selected the living tissue, right? So the living tissue consists of many cells. So if you take each of the cell in the tissue, it consists of cytoplasm as well as cell organelle. So within each cell, we can find number of biomolecules. So some of the biomolecules are present in the cytoplasmic region and some they are present in the cell organelles, right? So when we used to grind the tissue with the help of trichloroacetic acid, the biomolecules in the tissue actually get dispersed, right? So some of the biomolecules present in the cytoplasm, they roughly represent the acid soluble pool. So some of the molecules, biomolecules, which are present in the cytoplasm, they roughly form acid soluble pool. Understood? And the biomolecules, they are present in the cytoplasm as well as the cell organelles become acid insoluble pool. Clear? In the acid insoluble pool, which biomolecules we can find? Macromolecules. Understood? So, the molecules, biomolecules, what are get collected in the acid soluble pool, they roughly represent the cytoplasmic composition, right? And the macromolecules from the cytoplasm and organelles, cell organelles, they become acid insoluble pool. Understood now? So, the smaller biomolecules, they are present in the cytoplasm, they roughly form the acid soluble pool. And the macromolecules present in the cytoplasm and the organelles, cell organelles, they become acid insoluble pool. Understood? So this is about the of types of biomolecules. So we studied about biomicromolecules now. Understood? And what is mean by macromolecules? What do you mean by macromolecules? Macro is nothing but bigger, right? So the biomolecules which are having the molecular weight that is ranges from more than 10,000 Dalton are considered as biomacromolecules. So we have seen that micromolecules, biomicromolecules, they are showing the molecular weight within 18 to 800 Dalton. But if we take the macromolecules, their weight ranges from the Dalton 10,000 and above, right? So such a biomolecules are named as biomacromolecules. So because their molecular weight is more, they can't be able to get separated during the time of straining, right? So because of that, the biomacromolecules, they are remain present in the retent and they form acid insoluble pool. So the example of biomolecules, macromolecules are protein, carbohydrates, lipids and nucleic acids. So these are the molecules, macromolecules, they are present in acid insoluble pool. One is protein and another one is carbohydrate, then lipids and nucleic acid. So out of these four, lipid is not actually considered as a macromolecule. Understood? Lipid is not a macromolecule. Even though it is not a macromolecule, lipid is get separated in the acid insoluble pool. It is remain present in the acid insoluble pool during the time of straining. Understood? So that lipid is considered as not strictly macromolecule. It is not strictly a macromolecule, even though it is present in the acid insoluble pool. What is the reason why it is present in the acid insoluble pool even though it is not a macromolecule? What is the reason? So this is one interesting question, and this question is very important for the point of examination. Understood? So lipid we are not considering as a macromolecule. Even though it is not a macromolecule, it is get separated in the acid insoluble pool. Right? What is the reason? Let us see. is the question is why lipid is not strictly macromolecules. So this is very important question, because when we look into the molecules present in the acid insoluble pool, we can find the lipid. So lipid is present in the macromolecule group. It is gets separated with the macromolecule and it is present in the acid insoluble pool. But it is not a strictly macromolecule, because if we look into the characteristic feature of the lipid, that is not matches with the characters of macromolecules what are present in the acid insoluble pool. Understood? So let us look into those reasons. So one of the reason is the molecular weight of lipid is not greater than 800 Dalton. Right? So what is the actual molecular weight of lipid? So actual molecular weight of lipid is not more than 800 Dalton. But for considering molecule as a macromolecule, that should consist of the molecular weight that ranges from more than 10,000 Dalton. Right? But actual molecular weight of lipid is not greater than 800 Dalton. So this is the reason why we could not able to consider lipid as a macromolecule. So if we are considering it as a macromolecule, means its molecular weight should ranges from more than 10,000 Dalton. Right? But the actual molecular weight of the lipid is not more than 800 Dalton, so that lipid is not strictly a macromolecule. Then lipid is insoluble in water. Right? So this is the reason why it is present in the acid insoluble pool together with the macromolecule. So if you look into the biomolecules present in the acid soluble pool, they are soluble in water. Best example is glucose. Glucose is soluble in water, and some of the nitrogen bases, they are also soluble in water. Amino acids, they are also soluble in water. Right? So the biomolecules present in the acid soluble pool, they are soluble in water. Right? Lipid is insoluble in water. Understood? So because it is insoluble in water, it is not present in acid soluble pool. Understood, right? So if it is able to soluble in water, it could be get separated with the other micromolecules. It is unable to soluble in water, so because of this reason, it is retained in the acid insoluble pool together with the other macromolecules. Then lipid is not a polymeric substance. What do you mean by polymer? So polymers are the substances, they are made out of number of monomers. Right? Best example is carbohydrate. So carbohydrate is a polymer that is made out of monomers. That means many glucose. Glucose is a monomer that is forming a carbohydrate. So many monomers, they join with one another and form a polymeric substance. Right? So macromolecules are actually polymeric substances. Carbohydrate is a macromolecule, that is a polymer, and protein is a polymer, that is example of macromolecule, and nucleic acid is also a polymeric substances. Right? But lipid is not a polymeric substance. It is not made out of monomers. So this is the reason why we could not able to consider it as a macromolecule. So if lipid is a polymer, we can consider it as a macromolecule, but lipid is not actually a polymeric substance. There is no monomers here, so that it is not a macromolecule. Then lipids are present in cell membrane and other membranes. They are broken into pieces and form vesicles which are not soluble in water. So when we are analyzing the chemicals, we first grind the tissue in a trichloroacetic acid. So when we are grinding the tissue, the lipid present in different regions of the cell get coagulated and form vesicle. So vesicle is nothing but small circular ball like structure. So lipid present in different regions of the cell actually get coagulated and form vesicles, and those vesicles of lipids, they are not soluble in water. So because of this reason, because it is not soluble in water, it is remain present in the acid insoluble pool. Now you got the answer, right? So lipid is not strictly a macromolecule. Clear? But it is present in acid insoluble pool because it is insoluble in water. Understood? So why we are not considering lipid as a strictly macromolecule? Because its molecular weight is not more than 800 Dalton and it is insoluble in water. So because it is insoluble in water, it is not get separated with the biomicromolecules in the acid soluble pool. And lipid is not a polymeric substance like other macromolecules, right? And lipids are present in the cell membrane and other membrane, they are get broken into pieces and form vesicles which are not soluble in water. So because it is not soluble in water, it unable to separate with the acid soluble pool. So because of this reason, because it is unable to soluble in water, it is present remain in the acid insoluble pool together with the other macromolecules. Right? So this is the main reason why lipid is present in the acid insoluble pool even though it is not a macromolecule. Understood, children? So this is very important concept, very important question for the point of examination. So you have to understand this concept in a better way, right? Yes. Thank you.